Hello everyone, today I will compare two JVC VCRs. So now I will show you the front of the first VCR that I will show. So it is a JVC HR-D400U. And the other one is the JVC HR-D142U. So I'm showing you, as always, I'm showing you the VCR from close, so you can see all the details. So this VCR HR-D142U. And so now I will show you the features of this VCR. So there is a door that opens and it reveals the editing functions, the other function. Actually, there is the picture sharpness button, the picture sharpness knob, and there is a switch for the edit. So if you want to edit the tape, but I've never used this kind of things on a VCR. And here there is the manual tracking buttons. So it's not a knob for the tracking. It is buttons. And we have counter memory. So the counter memory does that. If you rewind the tape, it will stop at the counter 0. And this VCR, it has a real-time counter. So here there is the main function. So stop, play, rewind, fast forward, and pause, of course. And this VCR can do slow motion, so if you press pause, you can press these buttons to slow motion, and you can adjust the speed of the slow motion with these buttons. And also you can do frame by frame by repressing pause while it's already on pause. Here there is an index, so if you want to go to the next movie or the previous movie, you can rewind. Because if you record many movies, usually there is like you're putting a blank 3 seconds like between the movies, so it will detect it and it will rewind to the previous movie. So it actually there is this for the audio cassettes too, for the songs. Here TV, video, and there is the channel buttons, and here this is for programming the clock and the recordings, like the timer, and there is also the menu, so you can program this VCR without the remote, which I really like about this VCR. Here there is counter reset, and this probably to go back on the tape. Here the record button, and so now let's see the features of the other one. So here in this door there are all the buttons to program the clock and the recordings. Counter memory as the other one, counter reset, and this if you want to display the counter or the clock, like and this here the tracking knob, and here the main buttons. And here there is the thing for adjusting the channels, to set the channels, and there the thing that is removable. So that's the inside of the VCR. And this VCR, I got it at Value Village in the summer 2013. And the other one, it has been donated to me in the summer 2013 too. So as you can see, the inside it is similar. Here there is some blank space here. But here it is made similar because there is on D2 there is a circuit board on the top of the mechanism like this. Here there are 3 screws here, here, and here that you have to unscrew, and there is also a hidden screw behind on the back to remove. And on this VCR there were 3 screws too. Well, there were actually 2, I think, one here and one here, but there are also clips here and here, so I didn't screw back the screws. So now let's raise the circuit board. Now the circuit board is unscrewed, and the screw that was to remove it was here. So now let's raise up the circuit board. Very easy to raise up. Just pulling on this, and you flip it like this, and there are some things to hold the circuit board up there, like holes here, and the circuit board stays there. So I really like this kind of thing. And here there is a shielding. So I don't know why they always put this thing here on AD's VCR, but just I will remove it. So now we see the mechanism clearly. So the other one, there is no shielding on the heads, but the circuit board, it doesn't stay up there like this. So I will just put something to hold it. Just putting a cassette there, and it stays like this. So this is pretty interesting. And the 2 mechanisms, they don't look like each other. They are not. It's not the same. They are very different. The mechanisms. This VCR, it's from 88, and this one is from 85. So they are from the 80s. So pretty old. And so let's insert the cassette so you can see the mechanism. On this one, when you insert the tape, there is this little arm. There is this little arm here that pulls the tape on the audio head for the real-time counter. Yeah, it sometimes do this. It's not working as new, but usually it works. So you see, sometimes the first time I insert the tape, it eats it, but after it turns well. So the other tire is not that worn out. This mechanism is slower, but this VCR, it actually works better than the other one right now. Well, in general, this VCR, it never ate my tape, while the other one, it did it one time. It did it. So you see, it's really not the same mechanism. Because this one, there are 2 separated motors for loading, and there are 2 separated motors for the capstan and the idler. So the cassette ejecting motor you've seen is here, and the main loading motor is under there. It's there, the cassette loading motor. and there is a separated idler and capstan motor. And this one is different because the loading motor is placed vertically here, and the other motor it is like this. It is really not at the same place. Completely different. Also, the idler is pretty different. So if I show you this here, it's an idler tire, but it is still pretty good. This idler tire, it's sometimes did like you saw just now, but it usually works. Maybe the pinch roller is worn out too. And here there is kind of a special idler because they are like gears, but there is an idler tire that is like behind this part, so it is a pretty special idler. There is like an idler tire under, and also the mechanism under is not the same on the two VCRs. And now I will show you the fast forward. It is not very fast, but it is an 80s VCR, so it is a normal speed for an 80s VCR. It is pretty much the same speed. If I hold the pause button, it does slow motion. So now let's see the bottom side of the JVC HR-D400U. This is the bottom of the mechanism. So it is a pretty interesting mechanism seen from the bottom side. So here you can see the loading motor. It is driving a belt, which drive a pulley, and then a warp gear, and then this cam gear, and there is also another gear, and it's driving some sliding metal bars, and also this gear is driving the tape guides. So yeah, this VCR right now it has a shaking picture. Yeah, the picture it used to be good, but like you know, right now the picture is shaking. So I will try maybe. No, the tracking it does nothing. Oh no, it's not the tracking. This is the picture sharpness that I was adjusting. This is the tracking. No, it doesn't fix the shaking picture. But I think I used to test it while the circuit board was raised up, and there was no shaking picture. So that's odd. But the mechanism, the loading mechanism, is working perfectly, and also you see it's an interesting mechanism. this motor is turning. This belt here, it must be hard to replace if it broke. You see here there are sliding bars. And here is something that moves. I don't really know what it is. It kind of brushes the inside of the capstan motor. Because we can see the part that turns. So when I press pause, it's brushing the capstan motor. Because when it's on pause, the capstan motor always this motor always turn, but the capstan motor is not turning on pause. Because when you do slow motion, it's this motor that turns. It's still too bad the picture shakes, but the mechanism works fine, so that's the important. So this is the bottom of the mechanism of the JVC VCR, the HR-D142U. So you can see it's like the Toshiba Z2060, the same thing, the same thing under, and also like it is also like the NEC mechanism, like the VCR Shack has, or the VCR King, because he changed his name. But you can see how it is made. The pulley here with the belt here, it is short, but the belt is still good. And here there is, like, you can see the lower tire here. It is like a smaller tire, and it makes these gears turn, and the gears they drive they turn the spindles. So this is a very strange idler. So I don't know why they did it like this. And here there is the bottom of the ejecting motor. So I just noticed that as my Sanyo Betamax VCR on the motors, on this motor here, there is like a transistor. I don't know what this transistor does. It's plugged on the motor. So now now the picture is shaking. I don't know why. Because in my last video that I did about this VCR, I showed that it worked, but now the picture is shaking. Well, that's very strange. The picture right now is shaking. In the video I did, it was not shaking. So I don't understand what is up with the AD's VCR when I plug them to the TV. But let's focus on the mechanism. you see pretty interesting mechanism, like with these circle gears that is loading the tape guides. And here, like there is the pulley, there is the cam gear over this on the top, and it's driving this black gear. And this black gear, you see, it doesn't have teeth all around the gear, only at this place. So it will drive this white gear for the tip guide. Now I am on slow motion. Now the picture is all shaking. Really don't understand this. Again, it does not do anything if I adjust the tracking. Also, the bottom of the drum is like special with this where is the circuit board. So now, goodbye.